There must be a football cold. You got to play the field. So baby, give me that.
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's KingTutsPro and welcome back to another Final Cut Pro 10 tutorial. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you guys how to kind of replicate the Panic at the Disco music video form, if that makes any sense. Now, if you guys are not a fan of Panic at the Disco or kind of like rock music, then I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial at least. But I'm going to show you guys how to replicate their music video, this one right here that I'm going to show you guys right now. It is Panic at the Disco, Don't Threaten Me with a Good Time. It is, of course, the official music video, but I'm going to show you guys how to kind of apply or kind of replicate this effect along with the color grading kind of. But I'm also going to show you guys how to do this really cool transition right here that they do from left to right or right to left. It doesn't really matter. So this is what I have here, and tell me if you guys think it's good. So let me go ahead and show you guys how to do it from scratch. So I'm going to delete these transitions, okay? So this is the raw footage that I filmed with, pretty basic. So let me go ahead and show you guys how to do it. So go into the video effects, okay? And let me go to the all video, and we're going to go ahead and color grade the video first. So we're going to go ahead and go to the color correction one. You can add more if you want, but we're going to go on to color. We're not going to change the global. However, you can do that if you want. Now, it looks like Panic at the Disco kind of uses like a dark kind of, I don't know, like a dark color, so like red and greens kind of. So that's perfect for, perfect for this video example. So we're gonna go ahead and kind of move it a little bit down for the global, just a little bit. We're also gonna go ahead and move the shadows down, and we're gonna increase the midtones up just a little bit, and the highlights, we're gonna move that a little bit to the right. Now, if you move them further away, it doesn't really affect it that much. I'm also going to go to the saturation. You could increase it or decrease it. However, I don't really play around with the saturation, including the shadows, the midtones, and the highlights. But if you go onto the exposure, we want to go ahead and decrease the shadows a little bit, not too much, around -8%. We're going to go ahead and increase the highlights a little bit because you can see that there's quite a bit of highlights in there, not too much. So we have that going on, and we're also going to increase the highlights a little bit. My bad, it was the midtones, not the highlights, and then the highlights, okay? So we're done with the, with the color. So this is before and after. We also want to go ahead and add a film grain. So we're gonna go ahead and type in film grain, and I showed you guys how to do this on my other tutorial as well, but I'm gonna go ahead and drag that on there. You're gonna see that it changes. We're gonna change the style to realistic grain, keep it at 100%, and we're also gonna go ahead and add a noise. So we're gonna go ahead and type in add noise and click and drag that. Make sure you're on the all video and audio. And then we have kind of this shot right here. It looks kind of staticky. So we're gonna go ahead and go to monochrome. We're gonna change the blend mode to multiply, so you can't really see it that much, but it's there. That pretty much adds this kind of texture to the video, okay? We're gonna go ahead and change this to Gaussian noise, so it's not too distracting, so it's kind of blurry. And then we're gonna go ahead and increase the amount just a little bit to around, you don't wanna increase it too much because then the video gets dark, of course. But I think around 0.8, I think 0.8 was where it was at. You can increase or decrease the opacity. I'm gonna keep it at 100%. We're gonna go ahead and add a handheld effect. So it's just called handheld. And this makes the video very shaky. And that's what we want because that was what was in the music video, of course. So now we have this going on. However, it's not really shaky. So we're gonna go onto the handheld. We're gonna increase this quite a bit, around 60 would be good. The distance, you could, increase that if you want, but that's gonna be really shaky. As you can see, that doesn't look really good. And if you move it all the way to the left, it's not gonna be as shaky. So I'm gonna move it around 50. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. So we have this now. We're pretty much finished here. And of course, there is a little bit more greens in this. However, they did, of course, use green lighting in their video, so we can't really replicate that in this video. But we're gonna go ahead and copy all of this and, paste it onto these other videos without having to do everything else. So select the first clip, click Command C to copy the effects, and highlight the other clips. Go to Edit at the top, and then go to Paste Effects if you want to paste all of the effects that we applied. Or if you want to go ahead and paste some of the effects that we added to the beginning of the video, click on Paste Attributes, and then you can select which ones you want here. However, I'm going to paste all of them because that's what I want. So once we're done with that, we're going to go ahead and render all of this. So go to the top, go to Modify, go to Render All, and this will go ahead and render everything out so it plays back without lag or interruptions. So we're gonna go ahead and wait till this is done. So now if you go ahead and push play, this is what we have so far. It looks kind of like that Panic at the Disco feel. Of course, the colors are a little bit red. You can always change it if you want. So go onto the transitions browser, go down to the mTransition Zoom, assuming you guys have installed it. It's not for free, sadly, but you guys can use other ones if you want. There should be one where it says like slide, and you guys can change, you can add a blur to that if you want. However, we're going to be using a pre-installed one, or not pre-installed one, one that I purchased. So I'm going to go into transitions, mTransition Zoom. I'm going to go down and select the slide left. Yeah, so it's slide left. So we're going to go ahead and add this to the videos there in between the clips. So slide left, you want to do that if you want the obviously the video to move to the left. So now we're gonna go ahead and render that out one more time. Okay, so let me go ahead and push play. So now this is what it should look like once you're finished. So we have that, we have this, and that one, and this effect here. Looks pretty cool. Now it's kind of slow, so we want to go ahead and click on the transition and just shrink it. So like that. And we want to go ahead and do that for the other clips as well. And now it's coming together. So all we have to do, of course, is add the audio, and then we have this right here. So that's pretty much it for this video. I know it wasn't like crazy cool. I don't know, maybe it was, but I just wanted to kind of switch it up a little bit for you guys and kind of start kind of replicating some music videos or any kind of videos that you guys want me to replicate in a way. I'll try my best. I am using Final Cut Pro 10, and of course Final Cut Pro 10 doesn't have all of the awesome features like Premiere Pro does, or even After Effects. However, if you guys want me to replicate some videos that you guys want me to do, please leave them in the comments. I'll be sure to reply to most of them. I do get a lot of comments, so I try my hardest. Yeah, I mean, if you found this video helpful in any way, please leave a rating below. That'll be much appreciated. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll catch you guys on my next video. Until then, peace out, take care, and enjoy your day.